Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be giving a small little guide to the character Magik. Past couple days I've been learning her, and I have to say she's not for the faint of heart. Just know the value of Magik is going to primarily come from her combos. But first, let's get to a quick summary of her kit. Her main weapon is the Soul Sword, and it does okay damage with it taking around 4 to 5 swings to kill a squishy. What I see a lot of people forgetting about Magik is that besides the Soul Sword as her main weapon, she still has a quick melee. This small detail is what I'm later going to show is probably one of the most important details if you want to maximize your damage and survivability. Moving on, we have a right-click Magic Slash. This ability is her only form of damage outside of her usual engagements. It can be charged for a lot more damage, but you don't really want to use it willy-nilly in the middle of a fight. Important thing about Magic Slash is that it is absolutely massive. You are 9 times out of 10 going to hit somebody with it if you already didn't hit a wall. Do not be afraid to chuck this thing at someone in the sky, especially Iron Man or Star-Lord. Next up is her E ability, Umbral Incursion. Personally, this is my favorite ability because it reminds me of a DPS Doomfist with his uppercut. This ability lets her quickly dash forward, and if you hit an enemy while dashing, you do an upward cleave with your sword, and it has insane combo potential with the rest of her kit. You can vertically move with this ability too, allowing you to swiftly exit a fight and get to cover. Overall, this ability is amazing. The next ability we're going to be looking at is Stepping Disc, which is arguably her most important ability since it solidifies her elusivity in her mid-fight. It's going to help you maneuver through the battlefield, giving you iframes during its cast. This is amazing because you get 2 charges of her disc on a fairly short cooldown. The coolest part about her teleport is that after you use it, you have a choice of 2 abilities that you can use right after called Eldritch Whirl and Demon's Rage. Both choices are pretty good, but easily leave you open if you use them carelessly. Eldritch Swirl will do a wide AoE cleave, doing a small amount of damage. It's pretty good to use when everyone is stacked together on point, but make sure to note that it should not be used on a single target, unless you're trying to confirm a kill. Demon's Rage summons a small imp right on top of Magik that will continuously scratch whatever is in front of it until it expires or you cast the ability again. The imp is good for holding space on an area if you're being chased or surprising a target, and you can get a pretty good amount of chip damage and overhealth from her passive since the imp does count for a passive. On to her ultimate ability, Dark Child. On the surface, this ultimate really seems basic, but don't be fooled, this ability unlocks the explosive power of her kit. All of her attacks are buffed in range and damage at the cost of having a much longer wind-up time, which some of the attacks, like her basic attack and teleport cleave, hitting multiple times, maxing out her passive almost instantly. Moving on to Magik's combos is where the separation of good and bad Magic players begin. One of Magik's best qualities is her versatility of how many ways there is to start a combo. Let's do some basic ones. This is a simple basic attack into Magic Slash following into another basic attack. This combo is going to be good for enemies that are around half health if they're not a tank. This is one I like to use while trying to get a quick elim while flanking. Hard Slash, Uppercut, Basic Attack. Now we're going to look at Magik's more intermediate combos, and to do these we're going to go back into her quick melee. As I'm showing you, you can quick melee after almost all of her moves, which is great, but it leaves a lot of downtime between them. But if you use an ability, it goes straight into it, doing an animation cancel. So hypothetically, you can do something like this. Using this tech, you can take any of the combos shown earlier and increase your DPS and gain overhealth from your passive, allowing you to stay in the fight much longer while also getting your ult a lot faster. Now currently this tech does not work with Darkchild since you can't use your quick melee while you're transformed, so to be honest you are much better off spamming her teleport cleave, dealing lots of AoE damage while maxing out your health. You can throw in a couple basic attacks since your right click is going to deal only a little bit more damage while taking a lot longer to wind up. You're better off using your E instead since you can almost guarantee a squishy kill or knock up a tank in the air. One thing that I did forget to mention is that if you have a Black Panther on your team, you do get a team up ability that allows both you and Black Panther to cast this little teleporting disc. It's on a 30-second cooldown, which is pretty long, but you can use that to flank out the opponents, try to get a quick little pick, and honestly, it's the lamest of the team up abilities, but at least it's useful. This is going to conclude Magik's character guide. Look out for some gameplay to see what kind of playstyles you can cook up as her. This is a genuinely fun character to play as, and I recommend giving her a shot. I'll see you guys later.